Hey, man, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What you up to tonight?
Hey, I want to, well, first thing, I want to welcome everybody to the Outside of the Grid podcast. We're gonna try to be a little bit fancy with this. Don, I want you to do me a little test here, if you would, and tell me what you see on your screen.
Well, we're currently using Google Meet, as a app to actually see that. But what I see is a wizard walking down a long hallway. I see the Earth in the foreground. See different planets in the background. I see what looks like a blue star. Oh, I see it changing again. Now we've got a wizard down a hallway that's looking out into an open space. So, I mean, it's kind of rotating through, but they're all, theoretical things that, you and I discussed,
I'm
you
just
know.
clicking through. I'm clicking through. So what this is it's. I think. Hold on a second here.
Have at it.
I tell you, man. Anyway,
Hey,
so what?
we're
So
taking
what?
the herb. I mean, shoot, I smoke it. I got
Well, I
it.
got you, but yeah, I just had to get a little bit
Very
out of it.
nice. I
I'm
like
good
that one.
now.
That's a good
I'm
one.
good now. So what this is that several years ago, in fact, I was in my early 20s when I first started having this dream. I kept on seeing this dude, and he was like walking, through this something like kind of what we're seeing on the screen here, which is like it was a white loud, and we got some of it here like this, but it was just, and it was this god or wizard or scientist. I don't know. And I've changed him over the years, and he was just kind of going around and looking at these globes. And then the other night, Donald and I were having a conversation. We were talking about all of these deep physics concepts, and we're talking about the Schrodinger's cat and this double slit experiment, and we realized that we both have had this dream, and what we figured out is that it's like maybe that consciousness came by our neck of the universe or something. I don't know. What did you think?
Well, yeah, because us getting into that, and of course we had a discussion about a friend of both of ours named Bobby. I will not say the last name. Uh, and we had that experience when we were just out walking in y'all's field and stuff with Ken on the road, and you remember things so much different than I do. But at the same time, there's so many of the things that match. Absolutely, you know, we were in the ditch. I was on the edge of the road. Bobby was so and so. I mean, all those memories kind of change, but we don't really have those that we
But now,
actually
hey,
know.
I never. Let me just as a point of clarification, I never was in a ditch. I was still out in the woods. But anyway, we digress. Don't. I mean, I was never in a fucking ditch. I'll tell you that. But anyway, I'm done.
Well, no, no, and that's what I'm trying to point out was we each have different experiences, even though we share the same memory. You remember it a certain way, I remember it another way, but there's still a coinciding incident of we all remember it happening
That's right. And
to
of
us.
course, we've had this conversation before about perspective. And everybody has different perspective. Of course, because you look out your eyes at a certain level, and I look out my eyes and we remember certain things. And then and somebody think, well, mine's the best way. It's called ethnocentrism. Basically, you think my way is the best, or we always think that we remember it more than better than anybody else. Of course, that's not true. In fact, people that say they remember more are actually probably the ones that don't. But anyway, that's just neither here nor there. But
Well,
what I was
and
trying
that's
to
what I
do
was
on this,
getting at
so
is we've always been able to say, like, well, you remember it your way, I remember our way,
there
but
you go.
we
There you
both know it happened and we just move forward. That's why we can have these discussions that we
go.
have.
And this reason why we're having the things on the screen here is because the thing of it is that here's the deal. I would rather be arguing with my buddy Donald about the uh, insignificant fucking minutia associated with us seeing some strange light while we were teenagers, probably smoking weed out in the woods, than about any other shit in the world. Because we're not even fighting, we're just talking back and forth about an experience, but
That's
it lets us see
exactly.
something deeper. But on the screen right now, this thing, this here kind of grabs a hold of basketball like trophies and shit, but it's also doing, it took that same imagery. You can see where this AI did with this. I mean, and look at this. This is some cool fucking shit, bro. Can you see what's on the screen, Donald?
Well, yeah, I see it changing. Yeah, I can also see the recognition between the basketball theory. Oh, no, I like that one.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty. Now, I still like that first one, the one with the galaxies in not just the little balls. Oh, the very first one you sent. Oh, no, I like that one too. That's a good one. Oh, that's nice.
But this is AI trying to interpret my model. That's pretty cool too. You know.
But look at that was the very first one. Oh, that's a very good one. I don't think I saw that one. Go ahead. Back it up a little more. Because that was the very first one you sent. Oh, that's nice.
Oh my God. Now this little dude.
No, that's a little crazy right there. I was thinking about the one with the it was a wizard and there was multiple windows into multiple galaxies. It wasn't planets or balls. Oh, that's pretty cool. Damn.
This guy, this is AI, man. This is what it's doing. Look at that, man.
No, I'm sitting there giggling. I'm like, shit, Brad, what were you smoking to be?
Hey, what I included on every line was at the every model I created, I put at the very end and smoking a peace pipe.
That's what I mean. Damn, the insight into our brains.
Now, these are just other stuff that it's created that you're seeing on the screen here. Look at that thing in the sky up there. I don't know what I was asking for it to do. Maybe 2024. I was telling it to draw me 2024. And this thing is it's really weird.
It's really great that you can go in there and go, hey, well, like use your imagination and describe textually us typing or talking. And, it come up with a photograph that is either realistic or you're like, oh, dude, that's crazy. And then you just laugh it off. What would you think about beards?
No, those are describing me. But see, because I was like, generate an image of a 52-year-old man. And I was like, well, shit, I got to do bald. So I started doing bald. And then I said, and then you got to have blue eyes. So it started adding blue eyes to it. And then I was like, so, it's all about whenever you first do it, you got to continue to model it, So you just got to.
I love the 2024 just ahead. That was hilarious.
Yeah. I love playing with this shit, dude. I cannot tell you just how much I play with that stuff. Yeah. But anyway, so that there is where it's at right here. Let me see right here. I think your lady friend sent us a message here. Don't give me 5 numbers.
69.
Numbers. She gonna join?
I have no clue. And she tried to call me, and that was when I was going, okay, well, it didn't come through, blah, blah. She said, Jennifer knows, LOL. And I said, 100%. She said, you'll give me 5 minutes. 169 is what she said. I'm assuming she was saying I-69. Actually, we 68 and a half.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something here. I'm not trying to figure out something. I'm trying to figure out what else I want to show on this thing right here. I've got some more. I just got to cleaning up some of the stuff.
Let's see. Hold on. I was wanting to say.
I deleted a whole lot of that.
Well, see, in that one picture.
Well, let me go back. I'll pull it back up, okay? And that way you can tell me which one it is.
Well, hold on. That's what I'm looking at.
Well, I still got to pull up here.
It was after the tape call, this and that. There it is, right there. I thumbed up and I'll heart it instead.
Well, I got this here saved. Look at your screen real quick.
Okay.
I don't think that's it.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
put all that stuff close to the front. You talking about that
Oh,
one?
that one. That one right there. That's the one I was talking about. That was my
Yeah.
absolute favorite.
Yeah, I
Because it
like.
wasn't just a single planet. It was galaxies. It was the universe
Yes,
in my mind.
that's what it was in mine. It was universes inside of there. In fact, that there's just galaxies, but that there's a better
Those are
definition than
galaxies
Earth.
within the universe, right? It's not just single planets, and that's why I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I like that one the best."
Yeah, and he's reading a book, so like he's, you could look at that all kinds of ways. It could be he's telling it certain things, he's giving intonations, he's giving it, and really, if you're like into me, like not into me, but if you're like me and you're into these and you've been into it lately, which is these specific noises and specific hurts and stuff like that. I mean, he could be saying those things in that hallway, and it's echoing, and it's giving those people peace or whatever they need. I mean, people forget about how powerful sound and feeling is, because everything's so digital now. But when you're walking and you're shaking and you hear sounds and you hear wind and you hear voices, I mean, it's more powerful. It'll light a fire under your ass, man. Is what I'm trying to say. Voices and like right there on you, man. That's some powerful shit. Everybody's so used to being on the internet, that's a different fucking level. What do you think?
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, my favorite pastime was tree squirrels. I loved hunting squirrel. Now, when I killed them, I ate them. I mean, I ain't gonna waste like that, but I didn't care if I even shot a single one. I loved the crunch of the leaves as I walked through the woods. Found me a quiet place that leaned against a tree, and I could watch, see them run around. Just the peace of sitting out there and feeling that wind on you. And I had the best naps when I went hunting. Now I hunted. I mean, when I wanted to go actually go hunting, but it was more a case of just we call it therapy when we get on our lawnmower. Put your earbuds in. I see y'all music and all kinds of things. Well, that is therapy. Well, it's the same thing then. I'm not a super avid hunter, but I love exactly what you're talking about. That connection I feel walking out there, that shiver against your skin. You put just enough clothes on to not be comfortable, but you're comfortable enough that you can enjoy the time and that wind. You hear the crows going, "Caw, caw, caw, caw." I mean, all of those things feed into what we look at as the reality we see, feel, smell, taste. The five senses are filled. When you're more worried about what do you actually feel, are you thinking about all five of those at the same time, or are you just going through the motions and more worried about somebody else telling you, well, wow, this is what you're supposed to feel? No, I have my own opinions. We discuss them. I'll have an argument with somebody that is a diehard Church of Christ person. And I go, well, you're allowed to believe that way. Well, you're going to hell. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. How about you, man? Hello?
Hold on, can you hear me? I'm sorry. Just
I
hold
can
on.
hear you now.
Look on your screen.
Oh, I'm seeing it. The old man laid back, little deer in the background, and it's like, I ain't worried about it. I can kill you anytime I want to. There you go. You got the old Stanley thing to the side, just wearing coveralls. Oh, that's a repeat. Oh, that's
No,
a new one.
no. I started the wrong place, Donald.
I was just commenting on what I see. Yeah, but that's it. It's just, it's just enjoying the time out there. I mean, the bounty is there if you need it. There's no reason to have to pursue it. But if you need to, it's right there. It's the time right there where you're just out there and you're just comfy and you get the best sleep you ever get in your life. 30
Well,
minutes.
and of course, like with me out there, when I'm sitting out there as well, it's like it's just quiet, man. It's like you don't have to worry. I don't have to hear anything. You got your phone turned off more than normal. There's no vehicles typically going by where we're hunting at over there. I'm in this little stand. It's about 6 or 8 foot long and about 4 to 5 feet wide. And I'm there. I have plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of shells, enough battery and battery chargers to last me 6 or 8 hours. And you're just there. And you don't really, you're not, your battery is just basically just texting people, it's taking videos and pictures and audio because it's so quiet. And it's just, that's what I told Ben. It's like, I hope to God I don't kill a deer. Well, I have to go up there and deal with it. Because all I want to do is just sit out here in the woods and chill out.
Oh, no, absolutely. And that's where I was trying to get at is I would use this. I'm on a little hunting. Didn't matter what I saw. I wasn't going to kill it because I didn't want to deal with it. I enjoyed the time to go out there. And again, you go by a pine tree and a piece of bark breaks off and that smell comes up. You go by a cedar tree and you smell, pine and Christmas tree. And then you get out there in the crunch of those leaves and you just find a nice little quiet spot. You lean back or in a building, depending on, how much trouble you go through. But it's still just the, oh, this feels nice. You relax, you listen to the wind. And if there's no wind, then don't worry about it. If there is wind, well, then listen to it. You hear the little crunch of animals hopping around. You get just that tiny bit of excitement, like, ooh, maybe this is going to be a big old deer. And then you just relax and you watch and you listen. And the next thing you know, it's getting dark. It's taking that time to just totally relax.
Yeah, it'd be time. It's time to go home. Yeah, and I tell you this, but I've been seeing a lot of people that just spend the night in their stand, man, because it's just because they want to be out there early and they just don't want to have to deal with it. They don't want to have to deal with reality, for a few days. That's what hunting is. I remember growing up, it's like, man, it got to be deer season. And man, all they want to do is just you get a few days away from work, from women and children, and you get to go down there and sit in the woods for 4 or 5 days, a week, whatever it is. It didn't like that part.
Yeah, hey, the old deer hunting camps, absolutely.
Yeah, they stay there for months at a time. I'm trying to get this thing to give me a. I got to get that word out. That's kind of bad. Apparently, they don't like the word bathing suit.
I don't know how bathing suit showed up in your question.
Well, I was going to get this woman, a woman in a bathing suit in a deer stand, but
okay, now yeah, totally different conversation. That's where you go. Hey, baby, you want to go hunting? We ain't gonna really do much hunting. Box stands were invented for a reason.
Well,
hey, again.
I don't know about all that, dog.
Bathing suit. See?
I don't know about all that, dog.
I
don't know about all that. Everybody, that is still legal.
I know I do. But
it is not legal to have amphibious rodents inside the city limits, man. It's not legal either, man.
Not legal, man.
Hey, it's going to give me this image, and we're going to check it out. Sometimes this thing, I've had conversations with my AI administrator here, and it's been pretty interesting. I've had to apologize to it twice because I asked it for something, and it was just, oh yeah, she knows how to make Daddy happy. I'll show you what she did for us. She knows how to get us.
I'm almost scared. Go ahead.
She knows how to make us Second Amendment gun nuts happy. I want to tell you right now. Right now, she even threw in one of them there girl from another country in there. Okay, let me see if I can find this thing. Yeah.
Well, now, so while we're kind of waiting.
Oh, we're not going to wait.
The things you used to do to keep warm in the stand. I mean, like my dad carried me hunting, when I was very, very young. And, being a little poo that I am, I needed a way to keep warm. Well, he always kept all these things in his pockets, like little pieces of, rich larder pine, little, little can, just little things that build a tiny, tiny fire. And then he'd go like, I ain't gonna shoot nothing today.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you had found a way at some point, even when you went by yourself to keep yourself warm. My favorite was the can of the Lava Rocks. You took a roll of toilet paper and you stuck it down in a 2-pound coffee can, the standard Folgers can. And then you put some lava rocks around it. And then you would pour in a pint of alcohol. And it made a very clean, blue, no smoke. It was a wick type system. Did you ever do any of that? Or did you just go, fuck, it's cold?
Let me see here. Yeah, I did that, but I didn't put lava in it. I just put it. All I would do is, I had a Folgers can, and I would put some a roll of toilet paper in it and some isopropyl alcohol, and carry a couple with me. And I'd have me pull up a little bit on the top there, and just kind of let that thing go, and it would burn out alcohol out of there and keep you warm. I mean, that's what I did.
Well, okay. Well, see, I added the lava rocks because it's kind of like an old Zippo. It's something to kind of make it feed its way up gently.
Well, and it would also hold the heat too.
Yeah,
it would make sense to have rock.
Yes, exactly. But no, hey, and I took it a step further. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious about that because I was never one of those. It's cold. I ain't gonna go off out there doing no damn. Let that frost burn off before I leave the house.
Yeah. Hey, I got this. Let me get these here. A couple more down over here. See, yeah, I tell you, was there one on the screen, or is she still there, or no?
Yeah, there's a chick. Looked like she's wearing she's got a camera or a lens or something. Okay, now that's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo it because I got some more downloaded here. I got another right here. Okay, let me go back into this thing right here. I'm gonna go back in this window. Okay, now you got it right here.
Yeah.
It obviously looks fake, but let's just see. I said, give me the prompt is the first one, which we're not going to see yet, but it's generated an image of a woman in their deer stand. This one is generated an image of a blonde in a deer stand. So that's who she is.
Yeah.
Now, you can change it to picture and it'll give you a little bit of something different. That's what they're seeing right there. That's what AI sees. And this was the one, the brunette.
This one, that's probably the most realistic I've seen. Honestly.
Well, this was, we're going to get to the first one it created in just a minute, but this was the that's
okay.
Yeah, that was the first one it created right there, I think. Let me see. Yeah, but anyway, so what else is there? But I want to change it to a redhead now while we're going. What else you got? What else are you thinking about these days?
Oh, heck, I don't know, man. I mean, just I'm glad the holidays are mostly over. Been talking to my daughter and, my grandbabies, just asking about their Christmas and stuff. Getting over my, sickness, even though it's, kind of cheating since I'm using prednisone instead of just getting over it. We talked about that and an immunosuppressant. But I feel better than I've ever felt, and that's kind of a downside for the last couple of days.
Well, what happened with me?
You kind of overdo it to an extent.
Well, that's going to say, in this time of day, I get a lot of energy. Okay, I get very, very, very energized. But now it doesn't always turn out that it lasts very long. Specifically, if I overdo it. Oh my Lord! Let me show these before I know you got to run, don't you?
Oh, I ain't got to go anywhere.
Okay.
I went on the side channel to the Mrs. D because I didn't know he was presenting.
Man, I'm going to type in, can you generate me more images? That's pretty funny. Generate more.
Many more. Go ahead. Give them to Daddy.
I'm just going to see what it says.
As you said, Mama knows what Daddy likes.
Well, the thing of it is that I'm just trying to figure out how to use this language.
I know. I'm messing with you.
But yes, you're right. I want to show her what my preferences are, and then if my wife needs some, something kind of a little tip, you just go, hey, this is dude's wife. I need some tips on how to make him happy. Of course, she's not going to ask that. She's like, how can I use this tool to make me happier? No, I don't know. Oh man, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going to use these. Holy shit, this is weird, bro. Oh my god. Okay, now see, that was a little bit weird because it's kind of like emblematic of that whole Delphi thing too. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with that. That was really fucking weird to see that one. And it's gonna be pretty close here too. Okay, but I want to share this real quick, and we'll look at it real quick. And then how long we've been recording?
Let's see. It says tap to return. Blah, 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 blah. It looks right here. Oh, I think I hung up on you.
What's that?
I think I hung up on the meat.
No, you didn't hang up. You're good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
About 30 minutes.
Okay, now watch this girl here. You see her?
Hold on. I got to open meat again.
Yeah. We're just playing, man.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is
but now we're gonna publish this. This is gonna be our first publish.
We ain't said nothing wrong.
No, we're good. But now look at her. I don't know if some people may.
There we go. Brad is sharing their screen. Oh yeah. Okay.
But now there's this weird thing here. I've got 8 pictures to show you, but look at that. She's out there, man. There's what I would consider Celtic,
Yeah, see, that's a lot like Johansson, Black Widow. Yeah. Which is what I see in every one of those is
now this right here,
the Black Widow.
This one right here this one is really weird because it's they just had a reference to although she has ears, but she has there's that one of these girls in Delphi that supposedly had sticks that supposedly looked like antlers or horns up on her head. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit, that's kind of weird to see that.
That's crazy. But now it could also be going back, there is a lot of independent data that they in the background, even without you talking.
Okay, but now we've moved on to the first set of whenever I said, hey, give me redhead. So this is this is actually the first one the first redhead it ever gave us. Now you can see it's mostly perfect, except if you look up there around her nose, you can see at the very top of her nose, it looks kind of weird. But other than that looks, and the clothing looks very real. And I love some of the symbology of the holly in her hair, and it looks like some flowers that are dry, like it's fall. It's kind of weird.
No, I agree with you 100%. It's just, it's just too perfect. Come on. We all know if you lived in that lifetime, you were not that beautiful. That hair would not be that perfect. But the actual symbology of it, yes. I like that too.
Yeah, well, to me, this reminds me of my wife, except for my wife doesn't have that color hair right now.
I understand.
But now, see, this one right here is totally different. This mixes up someone that has an Asian background with an Irish background and gives her freckles like that. I'm sure there may be some.
And see, and I love that. Because that color of hair, that's a very rare color to see, especially straight, not curly. But just, I'm too old for somebody that looks that young.
Well, I'm not trying to say that to pull, to show your penis. I'm just really looking.
100%.
I'm looking at what
compilation of it.
I'm looking at what AI is doing.
Yeah, right. For an AI to come up with just from your words, these pictures, I can appreciate them. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's hunting, and the prompt is like this is the initial thing. It is, excuse me, generate an image of a red-headed woman in a deer stand. Okay, so that there's a second one it created. Now the next one is very unique. Obviously, it looks very fake. It's got that little doll thing. All these girls create these filters these days that make their face look like that. That's AI. That's not human right there. Now her hands look better than I used to see it, but the deer look kind of weird, like they don't even have legs. Like they're just like walruses out there jumping around. What do you
Yeah.
think?
No, I mean, I agree. I mean, again, that there's some of it looks better than the rest. You know, I'm sorry, like with that particular photo, those deer just kneel down. You're right. It's like, do you even have legs? You don't look. You're kneeling. And then, of course, the lady. I mean, while the hat is perfect, the face is too perfect. You cannot have that golden ratio and it be believable. There's got to be some imperfections because nothing is absolutely perfect. Oh, that's a nice one too, but the deer over the side going, see, that don't even look close. You know?
Well, this one would look better if they would have done a better job on the deer. But she
Yes, I
looked,
mean that's obviously one of those fake deer. And what's that behind it? Is that a cow or a dog? Or I mean, there's something on the far side. It's got ears.
well, she needed a little bit more color in her skin. She's a little bit too white.
Yeah, she's a little too Irish.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'm thinking it's thinking you want Irish, and it's going, okay, well, let's go whiter and redder.
All right. So now let's do a what else can we generate? What do we want to generate an image of? Tell me something that you want me that I can generate an image of right now. Just note you can't do anything bad. Generate an
No,
image.
hold on. Just a cat running in the back door with the
A
wind
cat,
blowing. A
a,
cat running in the back door with the wind blowing.
a carrot or a cat?
Cat, CAT, running in the back door with the wind blowing the door open.
I'm gonna put running in the. I put right there. I got one word in.
All it boiled down to is I was walking in my kitchen. I came back, and the wind from the north blew the door open because I didn't have it quite latched, and it just came running in, going. Meow. That's why I came up with that.
You know what? AI responded by saying that sounds like a cute image. I'll create that for you.
Well,
Usually for me, it's like for me it says something along the lines of that's creative or that's unique or that's truly bizarre. But we'll try it. Mhm. But so it's doing it for us now. But it's just I gotta have to. It has to send the ping. Oh yeah, okay. Oh wow, that's kind of weird. Now one of them looks up. That one does. Can we? Man,
Well, I can't see them, so
no, you're about to. I just had to download them first. This thing is, which is perfect because I have to really specifically share what I want to share, which is good. I mean, that's perfect. Okay, that way I don't share any pictures of people's mother. I hate to.
oh no, I understand.
Wouldn't that be horrible for everybody's mother picture to be on there? I don't know.
Oh yeah, it'd be like, oh damn. Yeah. Oh, well, let's see.
Well, there's one picture of it. If you can see it,
Yeah. I
So
can see it.
So it kind of left the sky. It looked like she's scared. It looked like it's raining outside.
Right.
Okay. But now that's the first one it generated. Here's the second one.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Is this baby walking?
How the fuck did he open that door? It's a sliding door. This was a standard storm door. I just didn't latch it right. But go ahead. Any more?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's two more. Okay, this and then you have this. This one's scared as shit, bro. And there's some birds chasing his ass too, or something up there. I don't know what that is. I guess that's what that is.
It looks like birds chasing their ass. Say, I'm gonna eat your ass up. You get my nest.
And here's the last one. Now that looks kind of weird, man. It looks, yeah. I mean, it looks
That one
strange.
there looks like a stray cat trying to sneak in and defending his territory.
Yeah. Okay, now I want you to do something real. Generate an image of what?
Well, the man in the moon.
The man
In the moon.
in the moon. Okay. We'll see what Mr. AI, Bing AI, is what we're using. We're going to see what Mr. AI has to say about that. I love this thing. I can sit here and I have some hours and hours and hours and hours.
Oh, hey, I totally understand. I mean, originally I was going to say Andy Kaufman, but because of the Man in the Moon movie that Jim Carrey made, that thought, well, let's just say Man in the Moon. Let's see what AI thinks about that, because Andy Kaufman is a little too specific.
Yeah, you're going to be probably disappointed with this. Maybe, I don't know. To me, it looks like Mr. Peanut, but we're gonna go look at it. Okay.
Well, I mean, you had the Jules Verne thing where the man in the moon and he had a rocket stuck in his eyeball. I mean, there should be so many images of the man in the moon. I mean, if it's not that inventive, then AI is not as smart as I think it is.
All right, you should be start seeing it there. This is the first one.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Peanut.
That's what I said. It looks like Mr. Peanut. I'm not very impressed. There's not much DV, but now you got to give it more prompt than that.
Well, I mean, think about Jules Verne, Man in the Moon. I mean, because again, my original thought was the Andy Kaufman thing, and then the movie, and then the old books. The
Okay.
little solid
Let's look here.
movie.
Generate an image of the man in the moon influenced by Jules Verne, Johnny Depp, and who else? Sandra Bullock.
Well, what Johnny Depp? I mean, I was talking about crap.
Jules Verne. Give me some names. Come on.
Jules Verne was the author. Andy Kaufman and the movie had Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was the guy who was acting like Andy.
Jules Verne,
Andy Kaufman.
And who? Jim Carrey. How you spell his last name?
Jim Carrey. Carry.
EY. Okay.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I'm the pet detective guy.
I'm just not a big fan of. I like him not in movies. I think he's got some cool shit to say, but his movies are a little bit too wacky for me. I'm too serious for him.
Most of them are. I mean, 98% of them are. But he has done like Liar, Liar, The Man in the Moon. I mean, he was reenacting Andy Kaufman's life. They had Robin Williams on there. There were so many of those little kind of things. But no, there are very few movies I really just like by him. But those are dumb. Too stupid. Sorry.
Well, with AI, we had to take out those names. It blocked it. But now I just did Jules Verne. I deleted the rest of it, so it just says generate an image of the man in the moon influenced by Jules Verne. But now you can hint about them. You can hint, about things. Okay, now this is really weird. But now before we do that, let's give me another thing to say though. You can't say, you got to be more generic. We can't list specific people's names. We can say the man that does this or that does that, or we can hint about who they are.
Okay. And look up the Amber series authors.
No, hold on. You're thinking different. Generate an image of the man in the moon influenced by Jules Verne and an actor that portrayed influenced by the actor playing the actor. Okay. You got to give this thing some confusing thing. It'll start looking it up. If you give it some innocuous shit like that, it'll actually use the faces that you want to. But you can't tell it to use it. You got to the actor playing the actor. Let's see here. Okay, let's just see what it says. It says that he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you meant by the actor playing the actor. Do you mean a specific actor who played the role? If so, please tell me the name." But I've already tried that. Okay, now we get into the interesting pictures. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is going to be fucking beautiful here. Now this is going to say. Now this is you put a little bit of depth to it. Oh my God, that's beautiful right there. Okay, all right, now. All right, now I'm gonna share this now. So this is it's all about fucking language, bro. I mean, language is man, because you just asked one little thing different. But I'm gonna start back here at the back of this, okay? Something's not right there. Yeah. I'm gonna start with the fourth one. Let me go share this thing. All right, now this is a little bit more interesting to me. Now this is not its first choice, but this was I don't know if you can see it now, but this is so it's the Man on the Moon, and it has somebody up there, and I don't know who that's going to look like. I don't know. Do you know who those people look like at all? Do they look like anybody that's in the films? Because if it's not the Big Lebowski, I pretty much don't watch it. To be honest with you. Does that look like anybody that you talked about or no? No?
The actual man that is in the back of the moon looks a lot like a representation of Jules Verne. You know, of course, his name was in the title, so of course. And the other one could be just a younger version, but that is a fabulous representation. I mean, you know, it's not really the Man in the Moon sees, but see, that's a nice one too. Although, if the moon is in the background, what's he sitting on? Okay, well, but anyway, it's still a very nice photo.
Yeah, it's really weird because it's like it gives you this view from a distance, but that's weird
it's
because
like the moon sitting on a person sitting on the moon with the moon in the background, and humanity is coming in behind them. So it's like, okay, well, but it's still a great shot.
we hadn't even got to this next one here. We're going to go to next it's the next two are probably my favorite, and this one may be, and it may be the other one. But this one is very interesting to me. Look at that.
Yeah, see, that reminds me a whole lot of the Doctor Who stuff in many, many ways. Again, yeah, you're big about. I used to watch Doctor Who all the dang time.
I did in the 80s, man.
It was probably one of my most favorite Doctor Who's, but
on like Channel 2 in the 80s, I watched Doctor Who.
Yes, those. Exactly right.
Oh yeah, they're just, they just guys that they just took whatever kind of, costume they could get and put that shit on, had a good time.
Yeah, I know, and I loved it. It was 30 minutes every afternoon on Channel 2 after the Paul Harvey show.
All right, now you ready for this last one of this series?
Go ahead.
Right there. The first one.
Yeah, I like that one.
This is the first
one.
There's
a lot going on in that one now. Woo.
Look at it. There's some weird shit going on with a hand there.
There's a lot going on in that one right there. I'm telling you. My impression is that, okay, the man with the golden book, he's taking note, he's seeing it. But in the background, you have the quote, person overseeing everything, and everybody in the middle is happy or falling or something, but there's a few folks that are enlightened. That's kind of what I get from that.
Yes, it's wild. But now but in the background there's squids, and that kind of makes it look like that hand. It's like up here at this did it screech in on it anything? Did it focus?
Yeah, it zoomed in. I kind of see the shapes you're talking about, but I didn't see squids. But okay, I kind of see them now.
Well, like I said, I don't know that it is a squid, but it has that kind of squiddy type shape, and then its hand, it has more tentacles right there.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about is when you look right there where you're looking, You're looking at someone that has been hurt. They're obviously human, but they have felt pain before. And then you've got the wise look and the curl stuff, which kind of goes like, well, okay. If you read in the Black book, everybody says, hey, we were created in the form and shape of that person. Well, imagine if that is that person, and they've been through hell. Then you see right here, all right, right there where you're looking, that guy's fallen. Now, what is that above him? Is that birds or is that other people? I thought that was people.
I think it's like a generator of life, and it's creating birds at that moment, or about a fish or something. So
well, that's what I was trying to say. Is then you've got the forefront. Okay, so I can see it better now. They look like birds. I thought it was other people. Then you've got the person in the forefront, very proper, dressed very nice, educated looking, and he's writing something in a book that is giving him light, which means it's an enlightenment moment to them. That's what it is. There's a lot in that picture. It's very complicated, but it can also be very, very simple. It's just, dude, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Don't tell me just yet. Think about it for just a second. What else would you like to see?
Well, I already know at the moment. My pets are begging me for attention. Maybe we need to take a little break and you call me back a little bit.
That sounds good. Hey, let's look at one more thing, okay? I want to look at this one more thing.
Go ahead.
This will help us lead off into the night. Because I gotta, tell them.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to do, and I got to man. My lady going, I 69. You fellas ain't helping me. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
You boys aren't helping me.
Yeah, she sent us a message, Miss D, on the side.
It only gave me one image, but this is perfect to end this off tonight because this is mucho dumb, which is exactly what.
Is it going to involve the dude and Jesus licking the ball? Big Lebowski callback. Wait, is it Jesus or Jesus?
I don't know about all that, but what I did was I got it to do generate an image of a woman with tattoos riding a four-wheeler in the woods while mushroom hunting wearing pink camo. You're so happy.
I'm sorry. That's freaking hilarious.
Now her face looks kind of like jacked up, bro.
Well, just a little bit, but it's not her face I'm looking at. It's the overall expression. What she's riding.
Yeah.
With the mushrooms in the bucket. Tiny little titties. I don't know why they made them tiny. Hell, they could have just been huge. Who cares? But
hey, no, but you gotta act. Let's do one more thing. Let's just see buxom of a buxom height, buxom of a buxom woman. Let's just see what that does.
There you go. I mean, hey, now look, I like thicker women. Now that's just me and my preference. I know not everybody's like that. So I'm kind of like, girl, you look nice, but you definitely need to eat a sandwich.
You just remind me of that song that always pops into my head is I like big butts and I don't know why. Goes up.
Dad.
Whatever,
Yeah. Believe me, that's an old school thing. 2 Live Crew. Back during the day. The D50. The Remington T120s. White letters out always.
Yeah, man. Hey, I went and got tires a few years ago, and this dude, he said, He said, "Hey, he said I want to come ask you." I said, He said, "I know some of you old cats like them white letters out. I want to make sure what you wanted to do." I said, "Hell no, cover them bitches up. Cover them bitches up." Okay, Here's
I'm always black wall out.
Okay, hey, I got you, bro. AI paid attention. I want to show you what AI just did for you, brother. Okay.
Okay, now they better be able to see their own junk and clean it correctly.
I'm just gonna tell you what AI did for you, my brother.
Okay, well, hey, I'm waiting.
I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. But there you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah, no, that's nicer. That's better. That's a lot better. It needs a little more sandwich owner.
Yeah, I mean, it does pretty good job with a lot of things. It try to hides it with blur a little bit, but it's a lot of stuff on there is pretty good.
Well, and again, like,
oh, look at that.
If I really wanted to look something like that up, I could go find real women to actually see or whatever. For this AI thing, it's nice that it's like, okay, hey, the overall effect.
See that jawline? It's too skinny, and her eyes. The pupil is way down here instead of being up there at the top.
Well, then take the same search and go thicker. Just add the word thicker.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, that may be one of those banned words. It's banned on one search. Let me look at it. I put down.
Does that mean try it? And if it says no, say heavier, fluffier.
I've already done heavier. Well, I haven't done heavier because that's different. Well, let's figure out which one you want. Tell me which one. Generate
thicker
size woman.
Yeah,
or thicker woman.
Search parameters and go thicker. Just add the word thicker, the descriptor.
Okay. That's what we did. Calm down, Walter. Calm the fuck down. It just takes
5 times.
Well, I wanted you to fucking answer.
And I did. I did just add the word thicker. That's it.
Well, but you had to see. You see, you can't see what I see, and what I'm doing is I'm having to rearrange the whole sentence. But it doesn't matter. But look here now. This thing right here. See, that's not so bad. No, it won't use the word thicker. It's not going to use that. So you gotta. I think I tried. You got to up put heavy.
Put heavy.
We'll put heavy. See what happens.
There you go. I mean, it's like using Google when I do a search. If it don't come up with the results I want, I just change the keywords a tiny bit, and whatever shows up, okay, that's what I'm looking for, and then I use those keywords to create my new keywords.
This thing here is kind of like that, but it's also kind of like QBasic programming. You can add to it, and then so it's got all it's got some.
Yeah, you can use the Boolean symbols and stuff.
Yes, it's very much like that. Okay, so let me see here. Of a what is that? What is the word for that now? It's not. What is it called? Plus size.
There you go.
I think that word is okay to use. You can't call people fat,
No, I know. But again, when you're talking about generic terms.
Sometimes it's really weird because sometimes see, it said it's going to create that. I don't know. But now sometimes you can put dumb shit like create a fat woman,
What I mean is, it's not an actual person. How am I being woke by saying just like, these are the terms I use? I never said they were polite. But I'm talking to a freaking computer.
I think this thing, you see what it did? I'm going to show you what it did.
I don't want to see it. If it's hurting your feelings, I don't want to even see it.
No, it didn't hurt my feelings, but I'm just trying to tell you it changed up a lot of shit.
Okay.
But I got 2 searches here. This time I asked for a fat woman. I don't know. We're going to see if she does fat one. But now the first one that it did give me a picture on was generated an image of a plus size woman with tattoos riding a 4-wheeler in the moods. Oh fuck! Anyway,
in the mood.
Yeah, no wonder it wouldn't put some of that stuff.
It's crazy looking. She probably got her foot up on the dash going, "Come on, big boy."
Yeah.
There's
So
some
we didn't like
biscuits
plus
down
size
there.
woman. What's another word for large woman? I want to share this other one real quick.
Voluptuous. Voluptuous is the polite, nice term for a very nice, curvy woman.
Okay, we got to fucking
Too
Google
big,
it.
not too small.
Here we go.
Voluptuous.
I had to Google how to fucking spell it. You got to give me a fucking second. There's some complicated shit when I'm high, you know.
I know, dude. That's why I'm laughing at you.
I'm like,
You keep acting like it's me, and I'm like, dude, if you'll give me a second, I'll give you the word you need to use.
yeah, you're good. You're riding a four-wheeler in the woods while mushroom hunting, while magic, medicinal mushrooms, MEDICINA, medicinal mushroom hunting, wearing pink, and smoking a peace pipe. Okay. All right. This is going to be good, but I'm going to show you this other one while we still got. Let me see here.
That shit is funny, brother. I'm telling you.
I love this shit, but now I'm going to show this one here while we're waiting on that. I have something just as interesting, and of course, it kind of got, it changed it. It did some shit for us on that last one though. We did get one. Can you see her?
Oh, let me get my glasses down so I can see this shit.
This one is plus size woman. It even tattooed the wheels.
It did, but it's still hot as shit. That looks more realistic than any I've actually seen. I could not have ever imagined on a pink four.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Shut the fuck up now. All right. A generated image of a plus size woman with tattoos riding a four. It didn't like plus size. Plus size. There we go, right there. See, it liked it. That's what that girl there was. Plus size woman with tattoos riding a four in the woods, peak pipe. But this, okay, now this was going to give us something better. We may give her, it may give somebody else, but I think I figured out how to do it. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is very. I mean, it's like a woman. It's like a woman product program. It's like, man, you going to get it right. You're going to do it non-discriminatory.
Right.
It's all
Very clear communication is needed. Go ahead, continue, please, sir.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to leave. Oh, let's try one word here. I got to take out. I don't know. Maybe it was that. I don't know. Mushroom hunting with.
I thought you added voluptuous.
What?
Instead of plus size. Instead of plus size, I thought you added voluptuous.
Voluptuous blocked me, as did plus size wearing. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of blocks here. This thing, and finally it says, I think we need to move on. Click on new topic. I'm going to go back and get the same fucking thing. Give me the last picture I want, or I'm going to get this son of a bitch in the headlock.
By God, just turn your phone off and don't use that app.
No, I like this app. I love it. But now I think she's beautiful.
That video, that photo you're looking at right now, it's a great photo to answer all those questions.
All right. Well, anyway, see, I feel like I almost anyway, man. Yeah, this thing's fun. Look here. Here's the deal. I could go on with this thing here forever, man. I could go on with it. That thing's so much fun. I mean, I could go on with it all fucking night long. I'm telling you, it's just really great.
And hey, that's what I'm saying is, hey, give me a few minutes. Let me catch up with my Mrs. D. Take care of a few things, and if you want to call back. We can do some more of it. I ain't going to work.
Won't you hit Tommy up too? See if he can join in with us.
All right, I'll do it. I'll kind of hit him up.
And let him know that we have different platform now and we can do different things. Okay. Call him. We may be about 8 o'clock or so. It's an hour or so. All right, man.
Yeah, it'll be that long at least. And hey, if not tonight, it's fine. We'll follow up tomorrow.